Listen, you can do hard things and you can absolutely survive starting a YouTube channel. When I started this channel 8 months ago, there was nobody watching. I started the channel literally from zero. I ideated on the thought of having a YouTube for months. I originally started it 2 years ago when I moved back home to my parents' house. And then I stopped because I let the perfectionism get the best of me. It was Black Friday. I caught a couple deals, got a DJI Pocket 3 camera. I got the mic. I wanted clear sound. I got this really tall light in my room that is now living in the shed collecting dust until I sell it. I did all those things and realized I didn't even need all of those things. Now, hear me out. I'm grateful that I do have the camera and the mic. It was one of my best investments because it's so tiny. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel scared. I had to work through getting comfortable filming in public. And now I feel like I'm a pro. 8 months later, I will turn this camera on and talk anywhere, in the car, in the grocery store, while I'm doing day 3 of our fitness challenge in the Options Club group. Link below if you want to get in. But all that to say, I thought I needed everything to be perfect when I really only needed myself and my voice. That's the weight. That's the meat and the potatoes of all of this. So, I know some people feel that starting this channel is hard, but we can do hard things. And when you're new and you're doing something you haven't done before, it is going to stretch you, because I committed to doing 100 days straight while I was working a full-time job, while I've been in grad school full-time as well. So my plate was full, but I needed something in my life to change. Like I needed to do something crazy and delusional for myself to just see that I could do it. I committed and I started and stopped so many other things in my life for pretty much as long as I could remember. I realized that I never really had like a true commitment to myself that I stuck with. If I started something and it just didn't feel right, I would stop. If I started something and then I lost interest in it, I would stop. If I was just like, yeah, this just ain't it. Because I tried so many other ways to start to make extra money. And everything just felt either cringy, it felt out of place, it felt inauthentic. Like I didn't just always feel like my true self. And I had to kind of sit with that and just ask myself, like, girl, what are you really trying to do? What do you really want to do? Those mornings when you wake up and you start journaling, and it's usually like your true thoughts. Like when you let yourself just be in the whimsical space and you feel the clarity coming through the words you're putting on the paper. I had one of those moments. And when I realized that one of my biggest desires was always to be paid to be myself, I had that at the top of the list. And I looked at, what are my strengths that I can lean into? What are the things that I enjoy that I can lean into? I love talking to people. I love connecting with people. I did not know how to fully tell my story or tell parts of me just yet where it could relate to other people. But I knew that something had to come out of these 100 days of showing up consistently on YouTube. I just didn't know what would come out of it or how it would look. But choosing to turn this camera on and start this channel on a whim was one of the best decisions I could have made. So I definitely understand starting late or thinking that you start late. I was 35 at the time, or 36. When I originally started it, I stopped because the perfectionism had me in a chokehold, and then I picked it all back up again just last year. So I am now 37. Sometimes I forget my age. I don't know if that's on purpose or by accident at this point, but yeah, your story has no expiration date. You turning this camera on has no expiration date. You can literally do the hard things that you're probably running from. and the person that you become on the other side. When I tell y'all, this has broken something off of me. Like, there's something that was on me for years that would keep me crippled, and I had such awesome ideas. Everything that I've ever tried to do has always been centered around helping women, helping other women, right? Like, and you probably can relate to that. I know I worked at a fertility clinic, and while I was working there, because I was teaching women's holistic health and women's hormonal health years before that, after my son had passed away, I was like, yo, I can build out a couple programs. I realized I had PCOS. I never knew. I suspected it, but when I found out that I had that imbalance, I was like, okay, let me build out something for ladies. Y'all, I have a full program built out that has never seen the light of day besides being on my computer. It will not see the light of day at this point anymore because it's like no longer my interest. But I'm saying all that to say, like, you know, when you have ideas come to you because you know you want to help in some way and you're multifaceted, right? So it's like, man, pick a bucket, because you can literally pick from 5 or 10 different. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. Thank you. You can literally pick from a bucket of different ideas and different things, because our lived experience is so like vast that I didn't really know what to do. So I would create different programs around things that I could possibly do, and then I would ask myself, oh, can I really feel myself doing this for a while, or can I do this long term? You know, we really start to get in the depths of thinking deep about it and overthinking, instead of just like taking a few steps back and just going with the flow. You know, I keep saying throwing spaghetti against the wall. That may be a program at some point. I don't even know. But like, honestly, if you kind of learn to be a little more detached, but throw the spaghetti against the wall, it allows you to have like quicker momentum when you're making decisions quicker, and you're just like, okay, this is it. This is what I'm going to do right now. Like, this is the flow. This is the conversation that I'm leaning into, and I'm going to see where it goes. So when you can kind of move with that mindset, you move quicker and you're able to get more traction. I've learned the term fail fast, and I actually really love that term, because the moment that now I see something is not the thing, or it's like, oh, that's not really it for me, I move quickly and I remove myself, or I pivot, or I make changes, right, really quick. And there's so much power to making that decision on a daily basis in your business, with the content that you're putting out, the conversations that you want to have, whatever, digital product or offer that you want to be able to offer to other people as well too. So yeah, I end up just having like a whole bucket of just different things that are kind of idle, that I never actually launched, that I never actually put out, but I've created. And I think a lot of people feel that same way of having that like empty folder that's collecting dust, right? But all of it, none of that is wasted, because those are still skills that are going towards your future decision. Those are still skill sets and assets that are going towards the future you. And all of it has just contributed to the results of choosing to be on YouTube right now today. So I don't know, where you kind of like lie with that, but I definitely want to encourage you ladies to really consider like starting your channel and just letting it breathe. Starting your channel and just start talking about who you are, or start sharing parts of what you're thinking about, what you're going through. What's this new phase of your life that you're experiencing? Have you hit a new level of freedom? Are you a new mom and you're learning how to tend to the baby? Are you in the process of creating a new digital offer? Is there a new way that you want to help women and serve women? Are you in the process of leaving your job and you just want to talk about what the exit plan looks like what the exit actually looks like? These are all viable conversations that you can be having on your YouTube channel. And there's no age limit when it comes to starting this thing. It's just doing it. And I don't even want to say wait till you're ready. I'm a push you out on the boat and then let you learn how to swim type of gal, because I guess thank my dad for that, but two, it's just the things that keep us stuck will continue to keep you stuck if you never consistently commit and you don't just take the leap. So maybe 100 days straight feels a little outlandish for you. Oh, sorry y'all, hold on, let me pause my workout. Okay, my watch was like, girl, you are not still walking. So maybe 100 days straight feels a little outlandish to you, and I 100% get that. Maybe your start is 30 days straight, or maybe your start is 14 days straight. You know, I don't know, whatever feels best, but it needs to be a number that is uncomfortable, but also a number that you really are going to commit to, so you can actually see yourself get the results. And the people that really grow within like making these decisions, those are the people that are constantly putting reps in. Those are the people that are constantly shooting more shots than they're not, because you actually can see the results from the shots that you're taking versus just choosing to stay idle and not do anything. So that's such a great benefit to that. And I definitely challenge you all to consider that. Even the way that my girls are set up in the cohort for our Build Your First Options. I'm like, sorry, I got distracted. This lady dropped her phone. Even the way that we have that cohort set up, their 30-day challenge is coming up. 30 days of being visible, because people need to see you. They need to hear you. They need to know that your existence is here. They need to start to gravitate towards your corner of the internet. And even if it's crickets and 12 views for a couple days, 10 views, even 0, that's okay. Don't focus on that, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, this has become my best example. I highly doubt that you were in a room full of 12 people you were talking to today giving a presentation. We like to say, oh, I only got 10 subscribers. I only got this and that. Did you pull people aside in a room today and give a presentation to 10 people, 15 people, 20 people? If the answer is no, then okay, like that's still a big deal. That still matters. And maybe if you are more of like a high level C-suite professional or something like that, you probably are having those meetings a little more frequently, but the number may look different. But all I'm saying is don't diminish what's happening in the current reality of your growth, because all of it is still building upon something. And it's so dope to keep going and look back and see the compound interest of your decision. It's just like investing in the stock market. I pulled up one of my 401ks from a job I worked 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. The numbers are getting blurry. And I think what I invested versus what's there now today, I was like, oh, kid money. Like you know how it is when you see them numbers just do. I was like, oh, she's looking nice. And that's such a good feeling, because it's just been there and it's just been growing on its own. And YouTube is literally the same thing. YouTube is compound interest. YouTube is compound interest. While I'm sleeping, people are signing up for my complimentary $1,000 map, like my PDF to get them started while I'm sleeping. People are purchasing other products. Like while I was sleeping before, people were signing up for the Build Your First Options cohort. And now that my videos just keep going and going and going, it's not always about a video hitting 15,000 or 20,000. And Lord willing, if it does, that's exciting. Absolutely. It's now for me just the excitement of the compound interest that people are finding me. You found me. We get to have these conversations. We get to have these moments and these talks. And I get to actually hear your voices in the comments. So, and if I, don't reply to every single comment, please know that I'm still seeing it. And I try my best to heart or reply in some capacity. But those are all conversations. And the more that you leave your thoughts on there, it helps me, because I want to continue to serve you. I want to continue to create videos and conversations that pertain to what you need and how you're navigating things, right? And this is so helpful, because then it funnels back into the Build Your First Options, into the cohort of ladies that I'm working with right now as they're navigating building their first product in the next 6 weeks. So it all serves a purpose. And now I have such a really cool way to show up online and serve other ladies without having to keep any products I create idle. I don't have to leave them on the back burner collecting dust now. And now I put things out quicker and just try it. I'm less attached to the perfectionism, and I think that's the thing that I needed to have broken off of me, because it was really bad for me, y'all, for as long as I can remember. I am so much less attached to the perfectionism and more attached to just doing it and putting it out there. Done is quite literally better than perfect. And now I don't just say it to say it and regurgitate it. I say it with belief and conviction, because I've experienced experienced it now. Even with these videos, I don't have the perfect setup. I'm not in somebody's office with my name, Renee in Session, on the background and neon lights or anything like that. I don't need all of that. And you don't either. You just need your camera, turn that thing on, get some decent lighting. I will say be mindful. Get God's natural light if you can help it, and start talking. That's all you need. That is all you need. And the boldness, the confidence that comes in you choosing to show up in this way, the way that it builds you so much more beyond just the daily reps of the video, is something that is like so profound. It's a little hard to explain, but it changes your character. It changes things about you mentally. It changes your drive and your push and your will. And it's like, I'm okay with like failing faster. I'm okay with taking more leaps now. I'm okay with putting it out even if it's not 100% completed. I'm okay with it not having branding colors and branding alignments and all the fonts and all the other things. Like, I don't need any of that. I haven't done any of that. I'm good. And it's such a freeing feeling. It's so freeing. So just start where you are. Start today, and yeah, let us know your channel in the comments. Post your channel so y'all can cheer each other on, celebrate each other, and honestly subscribe to each other's channel and follow each other. You know, that's a space that the ladies get to hold in my cohort. If you are interested in actually having support on this journey to build your first option beyond your W-2 paycheck, hello. Click the link in the description below for the waitlist for Cohort 2. Oh, I'm excited to just keep this thing going. I feel like I may set a goal. I may set a personal goal that I really want to help like 100 women launch YouTube channels before the end of this year. And I don't know, that's probably aggressive, but that gives me how many, what month is this? July. Oh my God, that's 5 months. Okay. I think it can be done. I literally want to help at least 100 women launch their YouTube channels before the end of this year. And I'm going to start keeping a tally of that. Okay, that's a new challenge for myself. So that means working with 20, oh my gosh, I don't know how this is going to be done, but I'm going to figure it out. I guess it's going to really Cohort 1 kicked it off, right? I think there's 18 ladies in there, 17. I keep getting my numbers mixed up. But Cohort 2, we gone. Okay. I'm actually very excited about that. That's tangible for me. Helping at least 100 women launch their YouTube channel this year. That's powerful. Okay, y'all. You heard it first. That's the goal. If you want in, if you need help, if you need more support, the resources are linked below. You can join the Options Club at any time. This is a fully open membership to anyone and everyone, where we're building and growing community together as we're striving to just like elevate and create more options for ourselves beyond our money, our mindset, our health, in all areas of our life. If you want to be on the wait list and do this with a community, join the wait list for Cohort 2. I would love to have you there. And if you need anything else in between, there are some options for you to help support you to continue to still move the needle. That's the biggest thing. I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep moving the needle. So, all right, y'all. Until the next video, I'll talk to you later. Peace out.